kicking off here in week 0. And the Buckeyes will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's 1 or 2 guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the punt team. Corrals it at the 45. So Ohio State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this context.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front, because they're not always getting 5-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
Some misdirection with the counter. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Unloads quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his man down the middle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Zayin. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Zayin. Makes the grab, it's Jackson. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun on third down, Zayin. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? The defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. He can't have that long to throw the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The run inside. It's Pitts. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. Finds his man. It's Pitts. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll take it on the return. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Running inside, it's Jackson. Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's now up to 58 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They're working that left side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Thomas looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. When you've already seen your go down 3. Might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Thomas back to pass. catch in the middle. It's Pitts. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Hauls it in. Finding some room. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. To throw, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Buckeye! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Proctor.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pitts. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. This third down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Great place to start for this offense. Got room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Here's Sayin to throw. caught behind the line. It's Jackson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the book, 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. They understand all of the hype and excitement surrounding their wide receiver, and they are trying to get... It just hasn't gone that way so far in this game. I know they want to target him here early, try to regain some of that confidence and momentum. We'll see if he can get into a rhythm with his quarterback here to start the third. Guys?
Holly, thank you. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Running inside, it's Jackson. They've got him in the backfield, and that will be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Firing deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Thomas looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Pitts. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Wide open downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Thomas back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kick is in the air. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Got a man. It's Parker. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He'll pull it down and run. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get...
Continues to fight for yards. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Could be an alley. Bulldozes his way through. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Pressure coming, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
Thomas looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him.
Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Caught in the backfield. It's Cross. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Thomas back to pass. This time on target. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back